Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guide. Welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. You're going to love it. We got Carrie Kuhn giving us a tip. We got Ashley Purden. Sarah Leonard from Land O'Lakes is going to be here talking about a Purina tip. And we're going to wrap it up with a hearty grub with Chef Till Mark with the beef stew. You're going to love it. So go get yourself a cup of coffee. Come on back and join us.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
Hi, this is Pastor Frank with Open Range Fellowship, and I've been meditating on the book of James the last couple of days. In chapter 1, verse 2, it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds." It goes on to say, because that builds up our faith. And I know there's so many of you going through so many things, and we all have, and we all still are. This isn't heaven yet. But I just pray that we can get a handle on this and know it's what happens down here translates to what's going to be happening up there. And it's pure joy, just like James said. Lord, help us to get through this life and to represent you properly and just take these challenges just as a way that we're being refined into pure gold. In Jesus' name we ask this, amen. So go out this week and don't complain to anybody about what's going on. Find somebody that needs some help themselves. And just be there for them in the name of Jesus. And God bless you guys, and I'll see you here next week.
Back in the saddle and out on the trail with Ernie the horse guy, now fun will prevail. We'll meet the best horseman under the sun. Tip our hats to the ladies, keep the good Lord number one. Ride along, sing your song, along with better horses, we're right where we belong. Faith and love from up above, the best of the good life's yet to come.
This segment is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads.
Hey Ernie, we're glad you're here with us today. Thank you for having us on Better Horses TV. I want to share with your audience today an idea of not babysitting your horse. So what I'm going to talk about specifically today is my horse's hip. So I'm going to bend this mare here a couple times, and when I get the nose over here pretty close to my foot, I'm going to take my inside leg, push position 3, which is right in front of my back cinch, and I'm asking this horse's hip to swing to the outside, okay? What I'm thinking about is the horses out there that aren't very soft when you bend them lateral, and you get their body bent too much degree, and it causes the hip to swing out. So again, I'm going to do the same thing here. I got a lot of bend. I'm going to push position 3, ask that mare to step that hip out a little bit, just to kind of simulate what I'm talking about. Because what happens on a lot of these horses, we'll go ahead and roll Miss Piper up here to a trot. You get some forward motion going, and you ask them to bend their body very much, and all these horses want to do is swing their hip to the outside. The babysitting mentality is going to be to take that outside leg back here to position 3 and either push the hip back over or try to hold it. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is shift my focus up here to the shoulder, and I want to move the shoulder out here in the direction that the hip was wanting to swing to. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my horse to think different, okay? Just look at it from this perspective. If your horse is swinging his hip out, when you bring their nose here, what the horse is thinking about is moving the hip over here. It's probably because they're still stiff in their body. But if I would practice a lot of counter bends to where when I'd bend this horse's body like this, I would practice picking that shoulder up and moving it over here. If I would do that enough, I could get this mare to think different, And then she'd be more focused on being prepared to pick the shoulder up, which if you watch, you see the setup I have right here. If I shift sides here and I pick the shoulder up here and I move it to my left, as I move the shoulder to the left, now it brings the hip over here to the right. I didn't have to use my legs back here in position 3 to move the hip over here. All I had to do was reposition where the shoulder was. Same thing here. If I step this front end to my right, pick that shoulder up and move it to my right, now I've got the shoulder over here and I've got the hip over here. All I'm trying to do is get my horse to be in a frame of mind where they're prepared to pick that shoulder up, which the only way they'll be able to truly move that shoulder off my rein and my leg is they're gonna have to leave that hip over here. All I want my horse to do, if I roll her up here in a pretty small circle and I've got some bend, all I'm asking my horses to do, guys, is that right there. I'm just asking that horse to leave that hip right here underneath them and keep driving forward. Don't swing it to the outside. But if I've got that horse that's still stiff in my hands, and every time I notice this on the ground, I just try to bend the nose here and the hip's already going, well, that's a dead giveaway that I'm probably gonna struggle with that hip swinging to the outside. But I really think you can do your horse more good if you'll shift your focus more to retraining their frame of mind versus just trying to mask or control the symptom of that hip swinging out. So focus on the shoulder, get her to where you can pick that shoulder up and move it over here until you've got that horse in a frame of mind where she's prepared to do that consistently, and then you'll really notice that hip will stay right where you want it. So Ernie, I hope that helps your audience. Thank you for being with us today. You guys can go to kerrycoon.com to see more of what we're doing, to find out about any upcoming clinics that we have, or you could go to Kerry Coon Horsemanship, our YouTube channel, and view this episode there.
Hi, my name is Jenny Delich. I'm the listing agent of this awesome property over here in Lee Summit. The HOA dues include equestrian trails that ride throughout the neighborhood, and you also have access to anything over there on that horse farm. They'll board your horse for $525 a month. Welcome home, guys. One of the first things that you should know about this house, these floors, is hand-edged, oil-rubbed, randomly installed walnut. It's a gas stove with a hooded vent and a veg sink with a garbage disposal. Stop! Out your kitchen window, you will find the equestrian trail. Beautiful, right? You could be washing dishes and watching horses. Bye, Hershey! So if you love horses, this is seriously the house for you, because there's not a whole lot of horse farms. This is the basement, more theater space down here, and a bar, a wet bar. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My information is below, and I will see you soon. Bye!
It's time to go with United Mosquito and Fly Control's premier fly system for fly control in your barn, providing relief for horses from the stress of fighting flies, and also makes the barn more pleasant for everyone in the barn. Easy, effective, and safe. With United Mosquito and Fly Control, we provide a full service. You as the barn owner don't have to do anything. We go everywhere and take care of everything with our friendly fast service. Call today at 913-558-3814 or email Paul at unitedmosquito.com.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
This segment is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads.
Hello friends, welcome to this episode of Better Horses TV. I'm here with Sarah Leonard, the Purina Animal Nutrition Specialist and the Livestock Specialist. So glad to have you on Better Horses TV.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me be here on this beautiful day.
I'll tell you what, excited about these new products that I'm hearing about with Purina Animal Nutrition. You know, and I'll say this, they don't come out with a new product unless it works.
That's right, and we have researched it extensively and done our homework before we bring it to marketplace for sure. But we actually came in with a home run this summer because we've brought 3 new SKUs in the Impact Professional line, and we bought our new Outlast gastric supplement that is included as a supplement, and then 2 other products, Race Ready and Ultium.
What's the buzz about Outlast supplement? Everybody's you way oversold them.
We're way oversold. Our anticipated sales in a year happened in the first month. So we have had incredible success and positive feedback from our customers that have tried this new gastric supplement with their horses and got involved with our Purina Gastric Health Program to really recognize a horse that might be under stress, that might have some ulcer challenges, whether it's a performance horse, a horse that you're trailering a lot, a horse that has particularly stressful anxiety issues, that kind of thing. Horses that are diagnosed with ulcers, we encourage you to treat and work with your veterinarian on a treatment protocol, and then include Outlast, whether it's as a supplement or in the feed itself, as part of their management program.
If they try this product, how long is it before they see some results from Outlast?
That's a good question. I get that almost every day, and really it depends on the individual horse. But honestly, we've seen some results within the first week. Science would tell us that when you feed this product, we're going to see results as far as neutralizing pH, or the acidity level in the stomach, pretty quick. And we're going to get lasting effects up to about 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I like your idea. Some of them are not only feeding in the morning and evening meals, but they're giving it in snacks.
That's right. I just happen to have a cup right here. And with our cups, you fill to this line to provide 200 grams of the Outlast. And you can provide this in the pelleted form as a snack. Maybe as you're getting on the trailer, getting ready to compete. You know, we know it's really important that we don't compete with these equine athletes on an empty stomach. So include Outlast in that program to keep that gut full and to keep the acidity level in a neutral environment.
Folks are wondering, is it available from any other companies and everything else? I think it's really neat that this is a proprietary product that your company has.
It is, and we are excited about the ingredient in this product that I can't tell you about, that actually is a mineral complex that's a honeycomb in structure and works as a phenomenal absorbent and buffering agent in the stomach. And it is exclusive to Purina. We've researched it against our competitors, and we feel really strongly that this product, ironically, will outlast the competitors in regards to neutralizing that stomach fluid.
You know, every morning I take a little purple pill called Nexium. I look at this as kind of the Nexium for horses.
I think you're right, Ernie. I do. I think you're right. Hey, I want to tell you too, we have some other new products out this summer. Our Impact Professional line. I currently am feeding our Impact Professional Performance product, which is a 14% protein, 8% fat, about 18% starch and sugars, and about 1,575 kilocalories per pound. It is phenomenal, performs up there with our premium feeds at a very economical price.
Well, that's great. I tell you what, Sarah, really appreciate you being on Better Horses TV, and we appreciate all what your independent Purina dealers do out there, and that's not a better place to shop than with your independent Purina dealers.
I would agree. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and welcome to this week's episode of the Merck Minutes on Better Horses TV. I'm here with Dr. Bryant Craig. Great to have you on the show, Doc.
Thanks for having us.
Let's talk about this disease called EPM. Can you kind of touch on it?
So EPM, or equine protozoal myelitis, is a disease that affects the nervous system of horses and is usually transmitted to the horse from a possum.
Some signs that our horse owners can see if they have EPM, what are we looking at?
So the first thing a horse owner usually is going to notice is loss of coordination, stumbling, trouble navigating hills and curbs and those type of things. Sometimes we'll also see an asymmetry, such as an ear that droops loss of muscle mass on the hindquarters, maybe a nose tilted one way or the other, just anything that's asymmetric on that horse.
What's exciting is that Merck Animal Health has a great product in Protozil that can help with horses with EPM. Can you touch on that some?
The Protozil is a diclazeryl alfalfa-based pellet that's simply used as a top dress on the horse's feed. It's a 28-day treatment that the horse owner can easily administer and tolerated very well by the horse.
Well, here we go with Protozil, just another great product by Merck Animal Health. Thanks so much for being on the Better Horses TV show with the Merck Minutes. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye, Mom.
Have fun.
Maybe next weekend.
Don't put off till next weekend what you can enjoy doing today. With the affordable John Deere 3E series, you can handle any job on your property and turn that chore list from to-do to done.
Looks like we had nothing to worry about.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
Hi, I'm Al Dunning. I'd like to tell you about my horses and my new best friend. It's Purina Outlast Gastric Supplement. You know, as a child, I fed Omaline. Now that I'm a trainer, my choice is Purina Ultium. Ultium now has Outlast in it. I don't know how much better it could be. Purina has the research to be the most innovative feed company.
Farm life, look to Dreamweaver Homes. Jana Weaver, a Keller Williams Platinum agent, knows ranches and farms and is a lifelong resident licensed in Kansas and Missouri. Here's a listing you'll want to visit. A custom log home sitting on 29.6 acres, located in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, has a turnkey opportunity for horse boarding. A gorgeous place with 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, a reverse 1.5-story loft with a 4-car garage and 2 barns. Go to dwhms.com. Dreamweaver Homes, Lee Summit, Missouri.
Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by your friends at Merck Animal Health.
The ability to drag an obstacle off of your horse may not be appealing to every horse and rider team. However, there are some unique opportunities that dragging an obstacle presents. First off, you have to make sure that your horse is good with an obstacle being dragged behind them. Second, you need to make sure you can ride your horse one-handed so you can manage your drag with the opposite hand. Third, you need to make sure your horse is good with the rope, touching him all over, making the sound. And fourth, you need to make sure you are good with the rope and you're able to manage it, coil it, get rid of it if you need to avoid getting in a bind. This video is going to focus on rope handling, how to manage the rope and your reins, and where to position the drag behind your horse. Dragging an object is all about being organized. Step 1, make sure your reins are set up so they're a little bit shorter than what you usually ride with. And once they're set up and they're in one hand, you can go ahead and with your offhand pick up your coils. Step 2, pass the coils to your rein hands and your offhand will manage the part of the rope that runs between your coils and the drag. Step 3, step sideways and forward while managing the piece of your rope with your offhand and holding it out to the side to avoid getting your foot tangled in it. You're going to want that drag to be about a foot behind your horse's back leg, so pay attention to your positioning there. Step 4, now you're going to dally your rope. Dally counterclockwise around your saddle horn. 1 or 2 wraps is sufficient. If you think your horse might react badly, just wrap 1 time so that you can easily pop your dally and get rid of your rope. Step 5, you're going to go ahead and ask for forward motion. Make sure you're looking back over your shoulder and checking on your drag as you move off. Step 6, you're going to return your drag to its former location, pop your dally, and set your coils back on the obstacle. Remember that dragging an obstacle can turn into a bad situation for you if you don't have the proper skills and preparation. Please seek the help of a competent professional if you are unsure of how to begin this.
This beautiful property sits in the hills northwest of Abilene, Kansas and northeast of Solomon. This beautiful log home sits on 16 acres and has a 5-bedroom and 3-bath and includes a large open kitchen and dining room. The great room has a high-efficiency wood-burning fireplace that is laid in native field stone. The rec room has a large entertainment center with a high-top bar and large enough for a pool table. This is an authentic log home built of top-quality, hand-picked, seasoned logs. Outside, the 16 acres are fenced for livestock and includes a nice set of permanent pens large enough to host a riding, roping, or barrel racing arena. There is a new 30 by 40 pole barn with 2 attached 12-foot lean-tos. The building is plumb for a guest bunkhouse and ready to be finished. There's an additional 64 acres of native pasture with a large pond that adjoins the main property and can be purchased for $145,000. Purchase price for the home and 16 acres is $465,000. It's a beautiful place you need to check out.
Our horses work hard for us every day, so nutrition is a major concern. I've relied on Purina horse feed products for over 12 years. Purina is always on the leading edge of research and nutrition innovation, and with their feed guard system, I know I can rely on the safety and quality of their products from coast to coast. No matter what you do with your horse, Purina has the right product for you. Visit horse.purinamills.com or find them on Facebook for more information.
Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by your friends at Merck Animal Health.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy. Welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. Cool day, cool night. Tell you what, we got a great meal planned for tonight. I'm here with Chef Tail Mark at the Hardy Grub. Mark, good to be back here.
It is. I thought for the first cool evening of the fall, we'd do a hearty beef stew with some of Connie's biscuits, the strangest biscuits you ever saw, but the best biscuits I ever ate, and she's going to teach us how to make them here.
We're talking comfort food.
Oh yeah, hearty food.
So what we're going to do, well, I'll tell you what, we're so glad that they can join us today, and for the Hardy Grub segment, I think you're really going to like it.
I cubed up some sirloin and some ribeyes because it's all the meat I had. But anyway, it ought to make a really good beef stew. Seasoned it up in some flour and some seasoning, brown it up in some oil. And the flour actually in there is going to make the gravy for the stew after it gets brown. So after this gets brown a little bit, halfway through we'll add the onions and green peppers because I want them to season the meat. And after that's all done, then we'll go to adding all the other ingredients. Okay, in this deal you've got 4 cups of Pioneer mix, which is kind of like a biscuit, baking mix. Mm-hmm. This is Connie's simple recipe for biscuits. She can't wait to try them. And in that you're going to add
1 cup of sour cream.
1 cup of sour cream. On this cutting board, she's got a whole bunch of flour laid out on it. I'm guessing we're going to mix the biscuits up in it. You mix them by hand or with your
I mix it with my spoon and then I work with my hands. And then you add 1 cup of 7-Up. And that's all there is to the biscuit mix.
In the oven, we got a stick of butter melting in a Pyrex bowl. Still got the stew going. Look at that. So the 7-Up is the what makes them rise? No, because that would be in the biscuit.
Yeah, it's just the liquid in there, but it just makes them really tender.
Ain't nothing worse than a tough biscuit.
No.
Well, there is, but food-wise, that's bad.
Was that Ellie Mae's problem?
Yeah, it was. That's the reason Jethro could eat so many of them, I'll bet.
What do you have our oven set on, Mark?
450.
Okay, it's 425 for the biscuits, and then make sure that butter doesn't burn, and we'll run the biscuits.
Okay, 425. Okay, while we're doing this, in this pot, I am going to add the beef broth. And this is just beef broth. I usually don't use that, but in this one, I've got my soup base and beef base. Can I do this both at once? And a 1/2 cup of red wine. I'll let that come back up to temperature.
Okay, Mark, I got this all mixed together, and we're just gonna roll it out on this board.
Now you don't goof with it very much, right?
Oh, no, no.
Because that'll make them tough.
Yep. Just kind of pat it all down. I don't use a rolling pin. I just do it. I feel.
Okay, now in my stew mix, we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the veggies. Here go the taters. 2 bowls of taters. Carrots. Celery. Mushrooms. Tomato paste. I don't know why tomato paste. Hot sauce. Kitchen bouquet. In about an hour, we'll have something delicious to eat.
Hay is not for horses. They deserve Stanley Premium Western Forage. There's no better place in the country to grow forage than Idaho, and Stanley is one of the country's largest producers. From pellets, cubes, and chopped forage in bags to compressed in 3-tie bales, Stanley cultivates the premium forage types horse owners demand. Because your horse needs hay, but he deserves Stanley Premium Western Forage.
Equestrian Center is Kansas City's largest equine show facility, offering horses and riders an unmatched experience in competition. We strive to make horse shows enjoyable and offer events that serve the equine community with the spirit of hospitality. So for the best experience in horse competition or to plan your next equine event, go to Rio, the premier show facility in the Midwest. Go to RioHorseShows.com or call 913-980-4668. Rio Equestrian Center, located in Oak Grove, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Donna. This is Ringo. We're with CSI Saddle Pads. I'd like to invite you to ride our new revolutionary FlexPlate saddle pad. We offer a 30-day money-back, ride it, get it dirty guarantee. And the best part of the pad is it's 100% American-made with American parts by American hands.
I've been using CSI pads for 16 years. And there's a reason behind that. It is a total performance system for me. I just can't say enough about them.
For more information, go to CSIpads.com.
This segment is brought to you by Heritage Tractor and your John Deere and Featherlight trailer dealer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Mark, what a wonderful meal you've done. We got a great bunch of guests here. We got Janet Alexander, Scipio Supper Club. We got Donna and Roger Brummel, who helped sponsor this show. Just a great sponsors, just a great American, all of you are. And of course, Mark, you with your touches as far as cooking the meal. Wonderful time tonight.
It was. Every time I get in trouble cooking, I got to get Roger to come bail me out.
And how about Connie's biscuits?
Oh man!
Awesome. They're not Connie's biscuits, and then the dessert. Everybody just can't wait to get into that s'mores.
A little pan s'mores in a cast iron skillet. Never heard of such a thing, but Tina came up with it. It ought to be really good.
Great meal.
Really
delicious. We want to thank you all for tuning in to Better Horses TV Hardy Grub segment with Chef Tail Mark. Hope you keep watching it. Tell your friends about it. And check out our website, betterhorses.com. Thank you, guys.